Hey guys, Kelade here. A common question that I see a lot of people asking, and I'm sure we'll see more of this in the future too, as the new patch comes out and people get gear upgrades, with two more Sagira's gear and just the eye level cap being increased is, hey, I have X eye level relic of this trait versus another relic of a different trait, which one is better, right? So let's say for example, you just got a 920 eye level fear slash relic, but currently in your weapon, you have an eye level 905 relic, right? That has a battle cry trait. So of course, if I put in this new relic, my weapon will gain 5 eye levels, which is pretty huge because it takes it from a 931 eye level to a 936 eye level weapon, right? Which definitely does increase, you know, the overall damage that you're doing. But the question is the trait, is the BC trait worth the 15 eye levels boost that you would get from the relic alone? Now, of course, simming relics is a little bit more difficult than simming gear, right? Because, like, say for example, you want to sim this chest, right? Whether this chest really is an 8% upgrade based on what Pawn says, you can just put the chest on, sim it, take the chest off, and sim it. Very simple to do. But of course, with relics, once you put the relic in your weapon, you can't take it back out, right? It's a one-time deal. You can't just keep swapping relics in and out and seeing what gives you more sim DPS. So you have to figure out how to sim your gear without actually putting the item on. Now, of course, if you're more advanced using Simulation Craft, this is fine, but an easy way for you guys to get into Sim Relics is a website called raidbots.com. So right here, www.raidbots.com, and there's all these different places that you can go. You can do stat weights, you can do, your top gear, you can do gear comparison, relic comparison, talent comparison, quick sims, or even advanced. Now, you can feel free to go on the site. This is made by Serialos. You can contact him on Twitter or on his Discord here. But the thing that I want to show you guys that's the most important, I think, the best thing that this site gives you is the relic comparison, right? So let's just say, take my character, we'll go to relic comparison. A note about raidbots.com is that it's literally just simulation craft on the cloud. Now, if you have questions about simulation craft, feel free to click that card over here on the top right of your screen. You can check out my pawn and simulation craft video. But that's all this site is, right? It's just gonna run simulation craft for you, but it'll run it on the cloud. Now, so it works very similarly. If you want to sim your character, you want his current gear, you're gonna type /simc into the chat. Using the simulation craft add-on, you can get this copy and paste of your character, right? So you copy it, go back to Raidbots, and then you paste it right here. And this is, the sims that it's gonna run. Using the gear that you have equipped and the talents that you have equipped. This is where the site comes in, is that now you can choose a relic to compare, right? So we know this is going to be an iron relic, right? So let me just make sure. I think iron relic is on the third slot. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to type in the name. So we're going to know finger name of the fell brute. So we're going to go back to this in the relic 3 slot. We're going to type fingernail of the fell brute. There it is right there. And we know that is an eye level 920 eye level relic, right? That's all we need to do. And you can just hit compare and it'll compare the two different relics. It'll put it in for you and then it'll compare it for you. Now, of course, this is going to do it using their servers. So if you're doing something that's very computer intensive and you want their website to run it for you, this is a great option for you because then you don't have to run simulation craft and do whatever else you're going to do on your computer at the same time. And then, of course, you can change the advanced options here, change all these things. One big thing about the site is that it's relatively new. So a lot of the features aren't blatantly obvious to everybody, right? So for example, a lot of things are kind of hidden in a way to make the interface as easy to use as possible. So there's some things that you can go into more, such as show SimC input, and you can click to open it, and you can actually see exactly what input that they're putting into SimC, along with your relic choices, right? So if you didn't want to run this on the cloud, because obviously if you're not a Patreon, you're gonna have to wait for everybody to run their sims first. What you're gonna do is you can come down here, click the show SimC input, scroll all the way down to where they made the adjustments, and all you have to do is copy this bottom one here, where they created a version of your weapon that uses the new relic, right? You can see there's the copy, right? There's no change to the first two relic slots, but in the third slot, it changed it to, the 920 fingernail the fell brute. And so for you to sim it, all you have to do is copy these two additional lines here at the bottom and put that into your previous sims, right? Or you can just copy this entire thing and put it into your simulation craft program, and that'll run it, locally on your computer. So I highly recommend you guys, if you have trouble simming relics, check out this site. It makes Sim Relics very, very easy, right? Just put in the name of the relic, you get the eye level, you can choose to use your website to sim or not. If you don't want to use your website, very easily pull the line yourself and sim your character yourself. This website gives you some advanced options here. If you wanted to change more stuff but you still wanted to run on their website, you can always take the information you get from the bottom here, and then you can go to their advanced option here and you can paste it all right here. You can make your sims much more complicated if you wanted to. I hope that was helpful for you guys to have questions about, which relic is better. It's really just you're going to have to sim your character and see which relic is better, because I can tell you that Battlecry relic is the strongest relic of the same eye level, but that strength changes when you have to consider the different eye levels of your relics. And just another quick tip for you guys that are trying to sim how your character is going to look like on the PTR. You guys have questions, how do I get Simulation Craft to do PTR settings, use the Legendary Pants, have the PTR settings with a 5% buff, then drop the Souls Nerve. All you have to do is do this. At the top of your sims, just put PTR equals 1. That's just their way of saying that, PTR is true, right? That it's going to use all the PTR settings. Now, by default, if you don't put anything, the value is PTR equals 0. And that's what everybody that just normally runs sims, that's what it's at. But if you want it to be on PTR, just do PTR1. And that's it for this video. Just wanted to give you guys a quick tip and resource on a good place that you guys can try out. Try to figure out what relics are best for you. I'm sure this will be useful for a lot of you guys, especially once the new raid comes out, especially since the new raid actually doesn't have an iron battlecry relic. So this is going to be a very important slot, to figure out what best relic to put in your iron slot. Whereas for fire and storm, it'll be kind of easy, right? Because for fire and storm, we do have a battlecry relic that drops from a new raid, so that'll be okay. But I think there's definitely going to be a lot of contention on what relic's going to be best for your iron slot in particular. As always, thanks for checking out the video, guys. Feel free to subscribe to the channel to see more content. See ya!